Knock knock. Who's there? Would you? Would you who? Would you enter someone's home without asking first? Then why wouldn't you ask for consent? Recent conversations around the Me Too movement have led many people to ask, what is consent? When to ask for it? And how to ask for it? Turns out, consent has more to it than you'd expect. And just like sex, you'll have to peel off some layers before you can properly have it. So, should we begin? What is consent? Sexual consent is a person deciding whether or not they want to do something sexually. Consent should be obtained in all kinds of situations, including asking for a number, asking them out, or any relationship involving contact. From a kiss to nudes to sex and everything in between. Consent could be verbal, which is a spoken agreement to engage in sexy time, or it could be non-verbal, which is an unspoken but enthusiastic involvement in said sexy time. However, not explicitly asking for or receiving verbal consent can lead to serious misunderstandings, even sexual assault. It's important to respect everyone's personal space and right to their own bodies. So what's not consent? Let's clear this up. Clothing, not consent. Inviting gestures or aankhon ke ishare, not consent. A marriage certificate or any kind of established relationship, not consent. Consent is also not gendered or heteronormative. People of all genders and sexuality should feel comfortable saying no. What is the right way to get consent? The best way is to ask, politely yet firmly, and accept the answer you get. But there's more to it. They agreed to make out, but that doesn't mean you have consent for sex. It's best to clarify at every stage. They may have said yes a previous time, but consent isn't a 10-year visa. You have to ask every time, and it can be revoked anytime. Leaned in for a kiss and not sure if you can? Don't assume, just ask. Consent should always be freely given. Say they were up for bedroom sex, but you suddenly had to move elsewhere. Consent means having all the information before saying yes. And if they're not in the mood and say no, respect their decision. It doesn't count if they feel pressured or obligated. There are many more scenarios where consent is required. The best way to figure it out is always to ask. To truly embrace consent, don't wait for a no to stop, but an enthusiastic yes to start. Consent is multi-layered and complicated, and lack of it can cause serious trauma. A culture of silence results in a culture of violence. Open conversations around consent need to be had from a young age. So communicate. Ask questions like, hey, do you like this? How are you feeling? Is this okay? Frequently. Because it's best not to jump to any conclusions before you jump into bed. Like a great person once said, koi doubt mat rakhna dil mein. Tell us your thoughts on consent in the comments below. And don't forget to like, share and subscribe to Vitamins 3.